I'm a big fan of Phillips Hue. One of the things I like most about them are the transition times. They can change color and brightness almost instantaneously, or they can do it over a period of up to 30 minutes. You can use them as timers or scene changes that are virtually imperceptible. Bridge uses the Bridge's local API to control the lamps, so everything that's supported in that API is supported in Bridge. There are also a couple of nifty little features in Bridge for creating and editing scenes. But before Bridge can talk to your hues, you need to set up what Phillips calls a whitelisted user on your Hue Bridge. Here's how you do that. Open up your browser and type in your IP address for your Hue Bridge, followed by /debug/clip.html. This will bring up an interface that allows you to query and send commands to your Hue Bridge. We're going to create a new user, so we'll remove the user placeholder that comes up here, and we're going to type the following command into the message body. Now, I'm calling this Bridge for the application and Mini for the computer or device that it's running on, but you can make these whatever you want. You have to set yourself up so that you can push the button on the Hue Bridge, and then within 30 seconds, come back here and click on the post button. So I've just pressed the button on my Hue Bridge, and now I'll click post. And it has returned a new username. All that's left to do is copy your username to the clipboard, launch Bridge, go to Preferences, and enter your username and the IP address of your Hue Bridge. Okay, and we're done with our browser. And the last thing we want to do here is set up a folder to be used for our scripts so that Bridge knows where to create them and where to look for them. So we'll click on the Set Scripts folder, and we'll go to let's go to our home folder here and create a new folder called Scripts. Voila, there is where our path to our scripts folder is. Now to set up a new Hue scene script and a command in Bridge to invoke that, you're going to want to grab your device, your mobile device, and run the Hue program or else any other third-party program that you have for setting up your hues, and turn on and adjust all the lights that you want for the scene that you want to record. And once you've got your hues all set up, come back to Bridge and select New Hue Scene from the File menu. Name your scene, and hit Save. And here you've got a new untitled command. We've put in the command name for you. It's a Hue scene script. It's an external shell script file. Here is the path to the file, and we'll just click on Save here to save it. And now, when you hit that and test, that's going to come on, just like you had it set up before. So let's take a look at the script that was generated. Here's the scene. Now, this shell script that Bridge generated is just simply a text file. You can open it up in TextEdit or any other text editor that you have. And it has recorded the state of all of your lights at the time that you generated this. Let's take a look at the state information for these lights. First one is on, and it has a value of true or false. True is on, false is off. Bright corresponds to brightness. It's a value between 0 and 255. Hue is the color of the bulb, and that is a range from 0 to 65,535. Sat is saturation, 0 to 255. And transition time is in tenths of a second. So 50 would be 5 seconds, and you can put a value all the way up to 18,000, which would be 30 minutes. These are all editable. So at any time you can go into this script and you can change the value of these bulbs for this scene, save it, and the next time the scene is run from Hambridge, it will be set with your new values. Now, since this has recorded the state of every one of your bulbs, when you run this script, it's going to turn all these that are set to false off, in addition to turning the ones that are on. If you don't want all of the bulbs that were set to false to be turned off when this script runs, you can just delete them from this script. Save it, and then these bulbs will be turned on, and it won't pay any attention to the other lamps that you had in your system. So that's Phillips Hue from Hambridge in a nutshell. Hope that you find it useful.